Hey, this is Beckett, and you're listening to Bed and Beckfast on CHMA 106.9 FM in Sackville, New Brunswick.
Cool.
And that was 1955 by the Hilltop Hoods. Yeah.
Cool.
We have a special episode today because we have a guest. It's Guest Tuesdays. Something to look forward to. And who are you?
My name's Xavier. I'm Beckett's friend. Yeah, I'm Xavier, Beckett's friend, second year bio university student.
Okay, that's not.
I'm from Bermuda. I like football. I like Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A? That's one of your introductions. Is that how you introduce yourself to people?
Honestly, yes. It is one of my defining factors.
Your
Love.
Intense love for Chick-fil-A.
My intense love. When I get married, at the reception, there will be Chick-fil-A.
Okay, well, I'll be there. Nothing like a spicy chicken sandwich.
Oh, waffle fries.
Okay, but don't you eat fish? Aren't you from an island?
The stereotype is that I eat fish, and I do love fish. I don't know what you guys talk about here, bass and haddock and
Lobster.
lobster. That good old freshwater Well, actually, it's sea. Yeah, it's still fresh to me. No water's that cold, and it's salt water.
What do you mean fresh? You mean cold? Is that what you
It's
mean?
cold. Fresh equals cold.
But fresh can also mean, like, you look good. You're wearing nice clothes.
And then you look cold.
Then you look cold.
You know? Joe Shiesty. Burr.
I guess that's true.
So
But yeah,
and so
fresh.
clean.
Fresh is not okay. Well, I don't ever take a big gulp of cold water. And be like, that's some pretty fresh stuff. You know?
I mean, would you eat a warm strawberry? No. But a fresh strawberry is cold and refreshing.
What if you pick it straight from the garden?
It's still cold and refreshing and watery. You want hot watermelon? No. You want cold watermelon.
You want that cold melon.
Do people like tea or smoothies? I ain't never heard of a strawberry tea, but a strawberry fresh, refreshing smoothie, cold.
Well, you're making some strong points here.
I'm on the show to debate. That's what I do.
That's what you do.
That's
You
what I
show
do.
up for debates. You just roast first years.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Oh, I've been telling them they're children. Like absolute children. Like,
So you're kind of a mentor to these people. They look at you as a father figure at Res, don't they?
they look at me as a punk, and then I show them a few things, and they're like, maybe he knows what he's talking about. Yeah, it's been nice, though. I don't know. It's like you seeing the annoying things you would have done a year ago and being like, no, don't do that. But, you know, of course your younger self's going to go do it. And so you just sit there and shake your head because hindsight's 20/20.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like, don't eat that chicken from Jennings. I told you don't do it.
Don't do it. Did you have any of the beef mac and cheese tonight?
I did. It was okay.
It's okay. Ooh.
It was too fulfilling. Sometimes I need Jennings to be in a bulk so that I eat as much as possible so I don't feel hungry at night. Because late night is not guaranteed.
Right. It's hit or miss.
Baked potatoes is a no-go for me.
That's a late night option. Is just a straight baked potato.
No, but it's got like they'll provide like not like, you know, bacon strips like what they do for the pierogies. Like I'm talking like the bacon bits that they put in salad, and then they'll put like the onions, like the cut up green ones, and that's supposed to be like a baked potato, and like
Right.
cheese that's not even melted.
Right.
Like what is this, 1950?
You know what amazes me about the bacon bites? Somehow you don't refrigerate it, and they come in little morsels in a jar, and it doesn't need to be refrigerated. It never goes bad, and that's bacon somehow. You know?
I'm guaranteed it's sodium. I think they just like color it red so it looks like bacon, but it tastes like straight sodium.
I don't know what it is, but it tastes delicious. When I was a child, I used to eat straight bacon bites for salad because my mom didn't like to buy bacon. I just dumped the bacon bites into my mouth.
as your local healthcare official, Beckett, taking a BSc in biology, a BSc in
Is that
science.
healthy, Xavier?
I would not say that it is the most healthy option. However, intake of food is important. So as long as you are munching down on something, your mother was doing a good job.
Right.
She never got health services called on her, did she?
No, she was doing a great job. It was me. It was me that wanted the bacon.
Exactly.
I wanted to feel what it was like to have bacon. So
I just
eat
hope
bacon bites.
I just hope people don't see you as the standard that they can eat bacon bites and turn out to be like 230, 6'2", because that's just not true.
Eating bacon bites, you will end up 230, but not a healthy 230. It's literally eating fat and salt. But you know what? These are the good things in life. That's all Chick-fil-A is. And you know what? That's some of the best stuff on earth. So
Absolutely. My pleasure. Except it's not my pleasure. They're supposed to say that to me.
it's your
Satisfaction.
satisfaction.
My
there you go.
satisfaction is guaranteed.
Your satisfaction is always guaranteed. You're just a satisfied customer.
I am a satisfied customer, except for at Jennings.
Do you leave reviews? Do you ever review stuff online?
When have I actually reviewed stuff?
You strike me as somebody that would like to review stuff.
Reviewing stuff takes too much time. If I'm in person, I'll tell you straight to your face, this is the best thing I've ever had. Like, I would marry you if you could cook this for me. But I'm not going to put that in the comment section of Amazon, product.
Right.
It's just,
What about a restaurant?
it's too much work. Why should I have to go tell you that it's a good... Half the time, I don't even... How should I say? I don't trust the reviews on the online website because it could be fake. You trust half the things you see on Yelp? No. That's just the owner making multiple accounts, like KD, typing it all up.
His burner Yelp account?
Burner Yelp accounts.
Uh-huh.
Man, have you tried that new special? The haddock with cheese and gravy? Think I want that? No.
I don't know.
I want Timbits. And Tim's doesn't need advertisement.
No, but Tim's also doesn't need reviews. There's too many people that know about Tim's.
Exactly.
If you're running a small business, they live and die off those reviews.
Well, like, have you seen that guy on TikTok? I don't watch TikToks, but
You just said the guy on TikTok, though.
YouTube Reels is different.
Okay.
Controversial opinion.
Okay. What? What are you talking about? How did you go from TikTok's terrible to YouTube Reels is the
YouTube
where's
Reels.
that?
Well, I deleted TikTok. I didn't delete it. I don't want to get into this. I'm hypocritical. I post on TikTok,
Yeah,
but
I
I
know
don't
you post
use
on-
TikTok. But the reason why I post is not for my own use. It's for encouraging other people. But
Yeah.
because I don't use TikTok and YouTube Reels is very addicting, so you'll like see something like, see Messi's best goal ever. And I'm like, oh, I want to see Messi's best goal because I like Messi. And then you click on it and then you see more football stuff. And then 15 minutes later, you're sitting crying because you realize that you wasted 15 minutes of your life.
Yeah.
But it's not the same as TikTok because it's not on the TikTok app.
Yeah, but it's the same concept, though, right? Minus them stealing all your information.
This is true. I'm like that one guy that doesn't use, like, I don't know, all the social medias because it's like data privacy. But I do the exact same thing.
Right.
It's like Signal versus WhatsApp.
Right. Yeah. They got your information, unfortunately. We just give them more information, though. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know why it's so addictive. I don't know why like scrolling through videos is so like you're just like, whoa, this is entrancing.
Well, I mean, do you like when I know what my TikTok feed looks like, even though I don't use it right now. Like
I know what it's like.
Okay.
Soccer, preaching,
Did you just say soccer?
football.
Thank you.
Okay, you're in Canada now, okay? You've been in Canada for 3 weeks. We call it soccer. You can't be getting offended every time. Listen. Every English-speaking country other than England calls it soccer. Australia, U.S., Canada, New Zealand. I don't even know if Ireland calls it football.
I can't guarantee. But I'm in Canada. Do I call
Does
soda
Jamaica call it soccer or football?
football? But don't ask me about Bahamas. They're
They
weird.
call it soccer?
They're weird. They're too close to America.
So only
That's what happens when you're too close to America.
Jamaica and Bahamas are both like...
The Bahamas, I tell people from the Bahamas they should just build a bridge from Bahamas to Florida and just like call it Floridia or something like that. Like,
Why do you say that? Why are you taking such shots at your Caribbean neighbors down south?
Because they're hypocritical. They say that we're not a part of the Caribbean as Bermudians, but then, you know, they themselves are like right next to America. So like if America owns Puerto Rico, right? America could easily snatch up Bahamas one day and nobody would even know. They just like they already have they have a bunch of highways already. They have a bunch of McDonald's. All their cars are like everything is like fit for America. It's like they like suited and booted, and you know they're just like waiting for that signature. They're just waiting for, what's his name, Bill. They're just waiting for Bill to come down and.
Bill?
Is it Clinton? No, it's not Clinton right now.
It's not Clinton. It's Joe.
Joe.
Sleepy Joe.
I can't remember at this point.
It's okay.
After Obama, it just kind of went blank for me.
Then you got deep into only Bermudian politics.
We don't talk about that on this show.
We don't talk about politics.
They might come get me. Who's they? I don't know.
Who's they? It's tense over there.
It is tense.
Yeah. That's funny though. It's funny to have like a political system where everybody knows each other. So to be a politician, everybody knows everything about you.
I mean, it's not like everybody knows each other. It's more just like if you're from Bermuda, you have like somebody that knows the history of somebody else. So it's like every time a politician comes up, it's instantly like, oh, who are they? Like people don't trust a politician that they don't know who they were before they were a politician.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And they're just like I don't know you. Like, where did you go to school? Like, it's those simple questions. Where did you go to high school?
Right.
Who's your family?
Right.
It's like not what your policy's about. It's like, who are you?
Yeah. That makes sense though. That makes sense when you're in such a close-knit community like them. And like it also, you guys have you have the right to be distrustful of outsiders.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, those outsiders, I don't know. No comment. I plead the fifth.
No comment. There's a lot of no commenting going on. We would think you were like in the mob or something.
Well, no, it's just more for those people listening in. You know, they might go back and tell people in Bermuda what I said.
And you don't want to slander any of the candidates.
I don't need
You
to.
support everybody.
That's not what I said.
Okay, so your political stance is very ambiguous. Let's say that.
My political stance is not required at this moment in time.
One day, we're going to be awaiting the declaration of Xavier's political opinion.
If you see me within the next 10 years of my life end up in politics, just remember this.
Should I be surprised if you end up in politics the next 10 years?
No,
No, I shouldn't.
I wouldn't be.
You're going to be the guy to turn Bermuda around.
I didn't say that, but I could see
Make
it.
Bermuda great again.
Make Bermuda great again.
We got to think of your slogan.
X marks the spot.
Expats are going to get exported.
Hey, I love the expats. It's like, no.
You didn't say it. I said that.
No.
I'm not saying that's your policy.
The expats are dope. It's just, I don't know, it's a small island. Don't take all our land, you know? It's the same way with Vancouver. You got a bunch of guys over there be like, yo, bro, my grandma's been on this property for like 3 years. And you're going to like buy it out from her? It's kind of wild, you know?
Yeah, that's what happens when people with more money come around. They're like, hand it over, fella.
Maybe we should start begging.
Start begging?
Oh, yeah. You see those people that make GoFundMes and it's just like so for some random cause and get like 3 times the amount?
Yeah, we were talking about that this morning, actually.
Oh, yeah?
That's a classic. I don't know. It's like, that's such a terrible thing to do, but it's so terrible that it's honestly funny. You're just like, I'm going to create a charity, a donation, like a charity that you could donate to, and then I'm going to take that money and pay for my groceries with it. It's like, my little brother, I want to pay for his surgery. And it's just like, oh, I was just short on money to buy milk this month. Anyways, that's just like it's just I don't know. And it's like it happens all the time. There's so many charities that say for not for profit and are clearly like
Oh yeah.
the people at the top are making like 6-figure salary.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, like, I don't know. That whole thing. My stance is saying you're a non-profit is kind of unnecessary. Because at some point in time, like, there's no way, unless you like are like a billionaire, that you can function in a non-profit.
Go with no profit, yeah.
Like, just say like
He does.
we're a profitable organization, but just like show your money, just like show where it goes. Like for my school doesn't say they're a non-profit because I went to a private school. My school doesn't say they're a non-profit, but they have to give a budget like every single year, and they give like
with the salaries of everybody.
and so they include like the salary. They show where all the money goes.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think it's like between like 60 and 80% of all the revenue that the school makes goes to salaries, and everything else goes to like improving the school. So like when people question like, where's this money going? Okay, well at least we can see it. You don't have to say, oh, we're a non-profit and none of the money comes back to us, because that's not true. Maybe you went and bought McDonald's, once.
Yeah, that's facts. It's very true though. It's very true. That should be the way to regulate it, rather than just saying, "Oh, we're a non-profit. Everything we do is for good." It's like, no, you're trying. As soon as you declare yourself a non-profit, you don't pay taxes. As soon as you declare yourself a non-profit, you don't need to declare anything about what's going on inside the organization.
This is true.
The guy at the top could be making millions of dollars a year. Like, who knows? You don't need to declare anything to the IRS.
This is true. Don't say those words. IRS scares me.
It's okay. They're not coming after you.
It's like FBI and IRS, except I'm more scared of the IRS. Like like you see in those shows, FBI agents, they show up with like FBI on their jackets, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen an IRS person show up with an IRS on their jacket? No, they just show up.
No, you're just gone.
The
Next morning, they don't. Your room has nothing in it.
Oh yeah.
All your posters are taken down. No sheets on the bed.
Oh yeah.
It's like, where'd Beckett go? His car's gone, and there's nothing in its room anymore. Yeah. Anyways, okay, let's play your song. This was your request. All My Life by Lil Durk and J. Cole. And that is All My Life by Lil Durk and J. Cole. Okay. Xavier has things to promote.
Oh yeah, I do.
What is it?
So
This is your time to advertise to the general public.
First thing, Caribbean Student Association, CSA. If you are a student, an international student from one of the Caribbean countries, or if you have ancestry from a Caribbean country or multiple Caribbean countries. Oh yeah?
No.
I was a little excited. You could be from like Bahamas.
Oh, can you imagine if I was even 1/20th Caribbean, I'd be at every single meeting.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we will make some food for you. Don't worry about it. Great point though. If you are a Caribbean student or have ancestry from the Caribbean, please come to Caribbean Student Association meetings and events. However, I would like to let the general public know they are allowed to come to the Caribbean Student Association events that we have. The meetings are more strictly for, those people actually are part of the CSA. But for the events that we have, whether that be, what do you do?
When you got banging food, people should go.
Exactly.
You got so much good food. Go get the good food.
Exactly. You
There you
come to our ugly Christmas party.
Every event, you're going to have Caribbean food, so everybody should go to get the Caribbean food.
Those words never came out of my mouth. Masu budget.
I'm saying that. We need multiple events with food.
Well, Amnesty International just informed me that
Amnesty, we don't know what we're doing yet.
They're gonna sponsor us. So yep, we're gonna have food at every single event. But yeah, so CSA is doing well. We got some Jamaicans, we got some Bahamians, we got some Bermudians, Trinidad.
Wow.
Barbados, those Bajans,
They got Barbados?
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
Got Cayman Islands. We're all over the place,
Wow.
So many different types.
You guys
of people.
are international.
International. And then you got InterVarsity.
Yeah.
Like that switch.
Wow, you played the listeners.
I'm basically Max Kellerman. Anyways,
Uh-huh. Man, that was such a very outdated reference, but I appreciate it.
we'll talk about that later. Anyways, InterVarsity MTA is a Christian organization on campus. So InterVarsity has a Bible study on Mondays at 7 p.m. downstairs of the chapel. We also have other resources available to you if you want to know about churches in Sackville, in Moncton. You want to get a ride. Beckett's offering rides. He doesn't know this yet, but
I didn't realize that.
we'll talk about it. Nah. Also, there's another Bible study on Wednesdays, which me and Beckett go to. It's great. It's at Barney and Denise's, Barn Dog and D Nice. I love it. So great. If you want to come to university events, text us. Also CSA, message us on Instagram. We don't have Snapchat. We don't have Facebook. We only on the gram.
Go through Instagram.
We only do it on the gram. It's only for the gram.
Only for the gram.
So, also, if you deal with, I don't know, I mean, this is kind of like a hot topic, but anti-racism response team, you know, we are a thing. If you deal with something racist on campus, please let us know. Send that email. Send that message. You know, we got those resources on campus for you. But, yeah.
Nice. Okay. That's your advertisement for the week. CSA
I'm a part of a lot of stuff now that I didn't realize I was a part of.
and InterVarsity. But that's what you're promoting. Okay?
Those are my babies.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
You can come back another episode to promote other stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That's it for
There's going to be one episode just full of promotions.
No, that's enough promotion for now. We limit promotion to 2 minutes. After that, I start cutting out your mic. I go.
So if I say something bad about you, you can mute me?
Yeah, exactly. Start going.
Beckett is really bad. Beckett is really bad. He makes terrible ribs. And I really don't like his girl.
Wow, that's really inappropriate. I can't believe you'd say that on air. Jeez.
I hope she's not listening.
I thought Abby. Oh, jeez.
I hope she's not listening.
All right, let's. Okay, well, let's switch topics because Xavier's just clearly just trying to insult my whole being.
I'm gonna get canceled. It's okay.
Yes, it was only a matter of time. Road closure alert for September 13th. Did you realize the road was closed, Xavier?
Well, I did see a big old roadblock.
Yeah,
but
it was closed.
I thought it was a race going on. F1, Sackville.
Sackville F1, the newest addition to the tour.
Oh yeah.
They just do laps of the university.
Oh yeah.
And you know what? They do it while classes are going, so kids are crossing the racetrack.
I mean, stop oil. That's all I'll say.
Okay. Anyways, there were road closures today because they're ripping up the asphalt. Road closure alert for September 13th at 7 a.m. Salem Street between York and Esterbrookes will be temporarily closed Wednesday, September 13th, starting at 7 a.m. to finalize removal of asphalt around structures. Dexter has informed the town that the cold milling phase is almost done. Did you hear that? The cold milling is almost done. Sorry. Once the roads reopen, there will be uneven surfaces until paving is finalized. Drive safely and exercise caution. Don't pop your tires. Hurricane Lee message from the Sackville Fire Department. Sackville Fire and Rescue posted this message on their Facebook page. And here it is. As we monitor the track for Hurricane Lee, we want to ensure our community is well prepared in advance of storms' possible landfall this coming weekend. Please ensure you have your 72-hour emergency kit ready and well-stocked. Have lots of bottled water on hand. Remove materials and debris from waterways, ditches, and drainage. Clear your yard of possible projectiles from wind force and secure down lighter objects. Yeah. Make sure you got 72 hours worth of stuff. As I said yesterday, I do not have 72 hours worth of bottled water whatsoever. I don't even have close to 72 hours. I think I have 2 hours worth of bottled water. So
That you drink?
the hurricane is coming this. If you were paying attention.
I'm sorry. I got a message from somebody
It's okay.
in Bermuda.
The hurricane.
Yes. That is passing through Bermuda. Well, has passed through me. I don't know. Yeah.
Has it passed through Bermuda?
I don't know. My mom didn't mention it, so I'm assuming it's passed, or maybe not. But it is
It's
supposed
supposed to go through soon.
Prayerfully not, but yeah, it's supposed to go through.
Yeah. Anyways.
And then it'll get to us.
Then it will hit us. Exactly. That's why they're saying have 72 hours worth of water, which
72
I do not
hours. I don't think Sackville has 72 hours worth of water.
What? No, I'm saying you have to get 72 hours worth of bottled water for yourself in case the pipes burst and all you have is dirty drinking water.
And I'm just saying. I don't
Because
think...
you're going to be drinking out of your toilet soon.
I already do that already. Anyways.
You don't even drink from the top tank, you drink from the bowl.
Ain't no other way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. Water, filter. I don't know. I mean, I'm scared to drink from the water here anyway sometimes. You know those people like drink from like the sink?
Yeah, me.
No. I wasn't going to bring it up.
I love the sink.
I wasn't going to bring it
The
up.
sink is the best water around.
I was not going to bring it up.
Once you filter it, you take out all the good flavors.
Man, you really... I didn't realize bacteria was flavored water.
It's delicious.
They should have like Sackville
It's like
flavored
natural
water.
Mio.
And when it gets in your teeth, it's, yeah, great. Bacteria. Plaque.
I love bacteria.
You do?
Nothing better than some good bacteria in your water.
Well, I mean, your stomach is full of it, so you might as well just chug down some more.
Exactly. I also like sediment in my water.
Oh,
Makes me
yeah?
feel more full after I drink the
It's
water.
like drinking protein powder, isn't
Exactly.
it?
There you
Exactly.
go.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you got your understanding.
Yeah, I understand. Gym buddies has taught me a few things.
They have. Okay. Pride Tantramar, Pride Week flag raising. Head over to Mount Allison Chapel on Thursday, September 14th for the Tantramar Pride Week flag raising starting at 4 p.m. For more details, visit facebook.com/MasuOfficial. Okay, and here are some shows from our favorite programmers coming up this week on CHMA. Garden Talk Radios. Xavier, do you want to learn about the garden?
I already have a garden in my room.
Yeah.
But yes, I would like to learn about the garden.
The seasonal weekly talk show featuring Sarah Evans, a master gardener and co-owner of Sackville's garden-to-table restaurant, Ducks Aren't Real. Sarah loves growing plants and learning from them. And she can talk about gardening
For days.
all day. You were pretty close. Co-host Erica Butler is an aspiring gardener who loves to ask Sarah questions. This is how I see our relationship. Check out the show every Wednesday at 12:15 p.m. throughout the growing season. Subscribe to the Garden Talk Radio as a podcast with this URL, autopod.xyz/show/519.rss. The Tantramar Report. CHMA reporters Erica Butler and David Gordon Cook bring you local interviews and stories every weekday at 9 a.m., 8 a.m., noon, and 5 p.m. Okay, that's enough of Australian. Ways to get your CHMA news. Listen to Tantramar Report live or on demand at chmafm.com. Subscribe. Oh, I cannot read tonight. Subscribe to the Tantramar Report podcast with this URL, autopod.xyz/show/519.rss. Check out web stories on our community news page. Subscribe to the daily or weekly newsletters to get stories straight to your inbox. If you've got story ideas, you can submit them to CHMA FM. No, yeah, the email. Where is the email?
Dépêche-toi.
Quoi?
Dépêche-toi.
You're not allowed to. You can't speak French. Get in touch at news@chmafm.com. They'd love to hear from you. And lastly, but not leastly, the morning show, weekdays, 7:30 a.m. every weekday. Tune in to CHMA's morning show with James and Iko, along with local headlines and weather. We bring you into the day with great music to lift you up. If you're looking for an AM thrill, look no further than the morning show on CHMA.
I'm still in my bed, but I'll listen
You'll listen.
in my dreams.
You will listen. If you don't have anything to do at 8 a.m. and you want to get your butt out of bed, listen to the morning show. I'm trying to motivate my audience.
I'm already motivated.
You seem like a motivated individual.
I'm very motivated. I've been learning French, which is why I told you dépêche-toi.
Why are you learning French?
When in Canada, do as the Canadians do.
Okay. Is that... Do you have a final plan for this French learning? Are you going to go to France one day and be like, "Ah, c'est là le cigarette"?
No. I want to go to Shittiak
Oh.
and talk in the smokehouses.
The smokehouses?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Shiak.
Shediac? You just want to be able to speak French.
No, I want to be able to speak Shiak, which is Acadian French.
Yeah.
Forget the actual French. I could learn that afterwards.
Since when have you been interested in learning Acadian French?
Since I became friends with this man from, what's his? Bathurst.
What's his name?
Clay. Spelt with
Clay?
C-L-A-E.
Is he French? That's not a very French name.
Nope, but they're close enough to Quebec, where they speak French.
Interesting. Huh. Interesting.
I was actually talking to somebody in French today. He's from Bouctouche.
Bouctouche.
And so I've been practicing. See, I have people to practice with too.
Wow.
Might as well put me on exchange. Don't do that, I'll be scared. But
You should go on exchange. I gotta tell you, from my experience, this isn't a very nice story, but from my experience of doing 13 years of French, French is one of the hardest languages to learn based on nobody wants to talk to you.
I mean,
You go to Quebec City, you go to Paris, you go, "Bonjour, monsieur. Je peux commander un café?" And then they respond, "Yeah, the coffee's $5." It's like, what are we doing here, man? What are we doing here? I know you can speak English. I'm trying to learn French. Let's play along. Riff with me.
Well, you remember the guy when we went to go get the lobster rolls and he started speaking to me in French and I like froze? And then he went to English. You got to go somewhere where English isn't like common.
That's true.
Go to like the rural area of Quebec.
No, but New Brunswick's good because they'll just go along with whatever you're doing. If your French is adequate, they'll just be like, "Yeah, that's fine." They're making an effort.
Yeah.
They're much nicer here than they are in France. But it's like if somebody was to speak to me in English, but they had a really strong French accent. They're like, "Hey, how much is this sandwich?" And I just responded in French. It's like...
I don't know if that's how French people speak. Considering it's a guy on the basketball team this year. He's a first year. He's
French?
He's from Montreal.
No.
So he has a
Is
very...
he tall?
He's not.
Ooh!
He is actually shorter than I am.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
You could play on the basketball team.
Have you seen my handles?
No, actually, I haven't seen you play basketball.
Kyle Korver-ish.
Really? Are you a three-point specialist?
3-point. White man can't jump. That's me.
You can jump, though. You can run fast and you can jump. What are you talking about?
But I can't do anything. I am a 3-point shooter. My name is Duncan Robinson.
You're a black Duncan Robinson.
I'm basically a Duncan Robinson, and like, I don't know, Steph Curry had a kid.
That would be you.
That'd be
Xavier
me.
reality.
Because I'm
like that.
20% white, so it makes sense.
I guess it makes... So if you were to ever play in a pickup game, are you the guy that pulls up from 8 feet behind the line?
Oh, no.
Okay,
Pickup
good.
games?
Good.
The only pickup games that I've played, I just set pick and rolls, honestly. I love that pick and roll.
Are you the one handling or are you the one setting the pick?
Both.
Okay.
Honestly.
You're a pick and roll maestro. You're like Chris Paul.
I'm like Kobe, but like for the pick and roll. Like if you watch me, it's like I actually play basketball. And then you see me like try that like mid range from like 18 feet and I'm like hits the side of the backboard.
Oh,
But the pick and roll looked nice.
I see.
Which is why I could get picked for the JV team on a middle school team.
Right. Yeah, my only strength in basketball is my rebounding ability. I rebound most people.
What's that colorful guy name? I mean, colorful hair guy.
Colorful hair guy.
He played for Detroit and then he moved to the Bulls.
Dennis Rodman?
Dennis.
Yeah, that's basically me.
You're the
Dennis
white
Rodman.
Dennis Rodman.
Only I don't have green hair and I don't have 50 nose rings.
You got green eyes.
I guess I should just go all out.
Honestly, I think Abby would like it.
If I had a bunch of nose piercings,
Not the nose piercings, maybe the hair.
hair. What color hair should I get?
Orange. I think you should
Orange.
be a fake ginger. We don't see enough of those. Honestly, me being in Canada, you see a whole bunch of fake blondes, but you don't see no fake gingers.
That's true, because nobody.
Show the gingers some
as
love.
a guy with the brother who is ginger, nobody wants to be ginger.
Show the gingers some love.
The fact that we're calling them ginger is not really paying them the respect that they.
Well,
probably
what are we
deserve.
supposed to call them? Redheads?
Yeah.
Really?
Orange hair. Apparently, ginger is a
Derogatory
demeaning term, but I call them anyways.
Black is the derogatory term. Okay, I am brown, caramel. You know what? I would describe myself as like a hazel chestnut. But you know what? It's black.
Fine, I'll call you hazel chestnut. I don't care. I don't demean.
Thank you. And you? White chocolate dropper.
What did you just call me?
You know chocolate dropper? Like Kevin Hart's like alter ego for music. But you're like white chocolate dropper.
I see. Thank you.
No problem. Everybody likes white chocolate. Everybody likes Beckett.
What do you call me when I'm deathly sunburned?
Actually, man. Brain, think. What would Will Ferrell say?
Did you just compare yourself to Will Ferrell?
It's my dad, isn't he? Oh. Today's a special day. Shout out to my dad. It's his birthday.
Happy birthday, Xavier's dad.
Yeah. And Sarah Gonzalez, also her birthday. So, yeah.
I'm happy for you. Okay, let's play another song. Next song, The Good Life by Thirsty Merc. And that was The Good Life by Thirsty Merc. What are you so amazed about?
I was sitting in Jennings today,
Uh-huh.
and I was approached by a North American, specifically of the United States region. And he just said to me, "Did you watch the game yesterday?" And I just, I was like, "Yeah, you guys scored on a winning kick return." I don't know if it was a kick
Sorry,
return.
what are we talking about?
Bills versus Jets.
Right. Okay.
So they
I'll let you
won.
tell.
They won based on like a kick return.
Yeah.
Like
In overtime. Yeah.
in overtime from an undrafted rookie.
Yeah.
Which happens sometimes. Cool enough. Brock Purdy. Yada yada yada.
Uh-huh.
But then he's like, "Yeah, and the funny part was Aaron Rodgers." I'm like, "What happened to Aaron Rodgers?" He's like, "He tore his ACL like 2 minutes into the game." I wanted to cry.
Yeah.
And I don't even like. It's not that I don't like the Jets. They're not my team. But the fact that everybody, for the past like year, has been like, "Aaron Rodgers to the Jets. Aaron Rodgers to the Jets," and he tears his ACL 2 minutes into the game.
Yeah.
That's
Bro,
why I love sports.
It's just like, that's why you love sports? For the injuries?
No.
Yeah. It's just like, what other team would that happen to other than the Jets? It's like, I don't know. Somebody tweeted about it today, and I saw this. Like, this must be the most devastating injury in NFL history. Like, the amount of hype, the amount of effort they put into getting one of the best quarterbacks of all time. The whole team is assembled. The only position that they needed was a quarterback. Quarterback comes in, plays 4 snaps, tears his, it's like, I think it was his Achilles.
Something.
Tears it. And it was like, it was obvious it was torn.
Really? I didn't watch
4
it.
snaps into the game. Like, I've never seen anything like that. It was ridiculous. Like, 4 snaps into his Jets career. Anyway, it was wild.
They still won the game, which is, I don't know.
I know. I just feel so bad for Jets fans. I'm just like, how could this happen? I feel bad for Aaron Rodgers. It's just like, I don't know if he'll ever play again, honestly. Like, he's now, like 39?
Yeah, he should retire.
It's tough to come back from that at that age.
I bet you Bill Belichick was sitting on his couch and saw that, and he just was like, "Man, my team can't catch a break."
Bill Belichick.
Yeah, he's been like a fake Patriots fan for like the past 10 years. He was at the Jets as an assistant coach before he got there, before he got to the Patriots.
You're saying that Bill Belichick is a Jets fan in disguise?
Yes. You don't believe... Beckett, you don't believe that Bill Belichick roots for the Jets?
No, he works for the Patriots. He's been the Patriots head coach for 25 years.
That's like when you play like NFL career for like 10 years and you've won like 5 Super Bowls. You're obviously going to go support another team even if you're still with that other team.
What? Why did you bring up Bill Belichick as the first guy that was going to be upset about that though?
Because it's just funny. Because I mean, first they had that whole stint when Bill Belichick was the coach and they couldn't really win everything, and then everybody left, and then they just sucked for a really long time, and then they had like, who they had?
They've been bad for the last 20 years.
They're like the Pistons, except they're not going up.
No, this is like the first year they've had a promising team in.
Sauce better.
It's so sad. I hope they. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know. It's a little sad. It's a little sad, but that's football, and that's sports, and that's why we watch sports, because you don't know what's gonna happen.
Oh yeah, like MTA versus what's they called? Saint FX.
Did you watch that game?
No, I was so upset. I talked to some of the footballers, like the rookies.
Did you tell them to play better?
No, I was like their coach. Like I literally went up to them, and it was like 2 of them that I met, like earlier in that week, and I was like, so what happened? I was like, did they like do a bunch of slants, throw over the middle, bunch of passes? You know what they said? Yeah. Because they did the exact same thing last year. So I'm like, who the world is your defense? I'm sorry. Who's your defensive coordinator that some Bermudian guy who only watched football for like, I don't know, like 6 years of his life knows the game plan for the game and can be able to see, maybe you guys should actually practice a little bit more on your defense. He said the amount they got called for, what's it called, pass interference, PI, it was like so many penalties. That's obvious stuff.
Yeah. No, no. But I don't think it was all their defense. They didn't score like any points. They scored like 6 points in the whole game. It's like, you can't do that. All they did, they run the ball, they punt. They run the ball, they throw a deep route that never was completed, then they punt. They run the ball, throw, miss, punt. It was like they were making no field. They just couldn't. And like the big plays they got were big run plays.
Yeah.
Like they just could not complete long passes.
Well, my friend, Mike, well, you don't know him, but like Michelangelo, he was the 3rd string running back for them last year, and then he left. He would have been like 2nd string probably for this year, but like I don't know, I feel so bad. I mean, they have to like re-roster or whatever it is. They have to build a whole new roster from last year, recruit from last year, but it's like, we just need a quarterback, man.
Yeah,
like we just need like a quarterback that 6'4". I want a 6'4" Josh Allen
to come to Mount Allison.
If you could throw, I feel like you could be that guy.
Me?
Yep. Look at you. You're basically like Peyton.
I don't want to play quarterback. Quarterback's a terrible position to play. You just spend the whole day getting blindside smoked while you're throwing passes.
You want to want Calais Campbell to body you 5 times?
No, I do not want
for a loss.
You got to be a different breed to be a good quarterback.
Oh yeah.
You just cannot get shook.
Oh yeah.
Be able to stand in the pocket and get hammered by like a 300-pound man. I say no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pass on that.
That video of Aaron Rodgers where he's like lying on the side with like his helmet halfway off. It's just like, yeah, that's a quarterback's job.
Yeah, I gotta pass on that.
Is he the same height as you?
Rodgers? I don't know how tall Rodgers is. He's probably like 6'2", 6'3", probably.
Big guys. It's like Steph Curry. He's taller than me and probably bigger.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. I can't. It's so weird to think that Steph Curry is 6'3". Every time you see him, he looks like he's 5'7".
Oh yeah, he looks like the shortest man in the world. I thought about that like 2 days ago. I was like, I would never want to go stand next to a basketballer because I would feel like one of these like 5'2" girls.
Exactly.
I'd feel like Abby you.
Yeah, foot difference.
Oh yeah.
Because yeah, you're 6'1". If you were to stand next to a guy that's 6'10", there you go.
Yeah, it's like that guy, the center for Mount Allison. I never stand up when he's around.
Is he the tall guy with the long brown hair?
Oh no, he's a ginger. Sorry.
Yeah, that guy.
He's a redhead.
He's like 6'8" or something. 6'9".
He's the tallest guy in the league. 6'10".
Everybody sees him when he walks into Jennings.
Oh, of course.
He is so tall.
And I still eat more than him
You do?
because I'm a big body. I actually don't know
When
that.
you see him, you're just like, I'm going to out-eat this man.
Oh, yeah.
Immediately turns to a competition.
Oh, yeah. You betcha.
You know what's funny about that? The funny thing is that guy's 6'9". You know who else is 6'9"? LeBron James.
What?
LeBron James is that as tall as that guy in Jennings. And LeBron James does not look like he's 6'9".
I thought he was like 6'5".
No, he's 6'9".
You know who it? It's like Jamal Murray. It's like 6'4". Marcus Smart, 6'4".
Yeah.
Like these guys are
No,
huge.
they look so small. They look like miniature people. But that's what happens when you stand next to 7-footers, is you look miniature.
Good genes.
It's ridiculous. I've never met a 7-foot man in my life. I would love to do it though.
I think I've met a 6-foot woman, which is different, but still rare.
7-foot man.
A 7-foot man is wild.
I think 7 foot. I think you have like a 0.00000 something % chance of being 7 feet
But
tall.
I'd rather be like 6'8" and a big body than like 7 foot and looking like Wemby. Like Wemby looks like the same body structure as me.
He's lankier than you.
Yeah. I couldn't like
His arms are so long.
like if I hit my hand on like a wall,
Yeah.
I'd be scared.
Imagine being Wemby. Like you'd just be ducking through doorways.
Yeah.
Nothing would fit.
Nope.
That's a large man. I haven't thought about that.
Yeah.
That's tough. That's a tough life. Don't fit on any planes. You better make the NBA, because you don't make the NBA, your life's gonna be tough.
Oh yeah. Might as well just, I don't know, start acting like one. You could be a basketball personality, you know?
Yeah. I saw some stat. I think my dad told me this once, but if you're 7 foot in the U.S., you have like a 1 in 4 chance to play college basketball. Like,
Wait, what?
like D1 college basketball.
Really?
And you have like a 1 in 10 chance to make the NBA.
Really?
Because there's so few 7-footers. There's so few people that are 7 feet tall.
Man.
Isn't that wild?
It's
I don't know if that's correct, but it's something in that.
It's something. I
It's
mean,
like, it's a ridiculous proportion. It's like 10% of 7-footers in the U.S. play in the NBA.
I mean, it's kind of like these football guys that's like, I don't know. I used to have this, it was this kid in America that I knew, and his dad was like a huge guy. And the kid was like just huge. Like he was like 8, but he was like close to my size.
Yeah.
And then like he was like, I think he's like 13. No, he's probably like 30. Yeah, he's like 13, 14 now. Same height as me, 200 pounds.
Yeah.
Like, gonna be like, I don't know, your starting right tackle for
Right.
like the Giants in a couple of years. Like I'm just like, bro, how do you lift? He doesn't lift weights. Like, imagine.
It's genes right there.
I would like to be in that position where I don't have to, like, I don't know, where my parents don't have to put money in anymore and work, but at the same time, it's kind of like, I don't know, it's a blessing. I don't know.
Yeah. Being an athlete is a life. It's because you do a lot of good for your family, but it's also like it's a short and sweet life.
Yeah.
You got 10 years max.
Oh yeah.
Make it count. And then you have a lot of money, you just hang around playing with your dogs. Honestly, what do you do when you retire from the NBA? Like, you literally just sit in your mansion. You're just like...
You go play overseas like Messi.